hello! How was your day? Kind of a pointless question. I mean, I can't see you, can't hear you, I'm uploading, I'm recording. By the time you're watching this, it's a completely different day. Yeah, very pointless question. But I hope your answer was, I had a swell, magnificent, great day. Or at least, you know, a mediocre. Say, have you ever wanted a floating hotel, Disney hotel? Ship thing, I'm a bob. I should use that more often at parks. Well, you're in luck. For you see, Disney has made 4 of those. The Disney Magic, the Disney Dream, the Disney Wonder, and the Disney Fantasy. But have you ever wanted a floating Disney theme park ship floaty theme bumpy? Should also use that at parties more often. Well, then you're in luck, because that doesn't exist. But in the early 90s, legends speak of an idea passed around the Disney studio called the Disney. The SS Disney was a project that involved transforming a supertanker that would take oil from the Middle East to other countries into a floating Disneyland. The ship would be separated into a few different parts. There would be a Fantasyland area, a Tomorrowland/Adventureland area, a Toontown area, an underwater/2000 Leagues Under the Sea area, and an entertainment area. The park would have been set up as 2 8-hour half-days, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, leaving noon to be relaxation. The ship would have 18 attractions, including the Orbitron, the Casey Jr. train, a large, plain old Ferris wheel, Alice in Wonderland, spinning teacups, Dumbo's flying elephants, a Fantasyland carousel, an Aladdin and Little Mermaid dark ride, an Indiana Jones mouse-type roller coaster, Star Tours, a 3D movie theater that would have shown different shows like the Muppet Vision 3D show and Lion King, and It's a Small World Omnimover ride, and a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride and area. There would have been 6 different restaurants, all of them fast food. The reason for this was that since the park had an 8-hour half days, Disney didn't want the passengers to spend an hour just eating. So they made all the restaurants fast food. In the hub area, there would have been many different theme shops, including those for Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, and plain old Disney shops. Yeah. This idea came up when the chairman of Disneyland International, Jim Cora, was speaking with a U.S. Navy admiral at a fundraising dinner. The admiral jokingly said, "You know, I have an extra aircraft carrier. You have to put a theme park on top of it." Even though it was a joke, it sparked an idea in his head. Jim later talked with Larry Fink, a Disney Imagineer who had around 13 years of shipbuilding experience. Then, Jim talked to Mark Hickson, where Mark said to turn the idea of it being an aircraft carrier into a cruise ship or oil tanker. When the idea spread throughout Walt Disney Imagineering, everyone loved it, including former head of Disney, Michael Eisner, and Frank Wells. The idea would promote Disney doing much bigger things than just theme parks and attractions. The ship would have traveled internationally with ports in European countries, Asian coastal cities, Australia, and South America. The ship would stay in these ports for 2.5 months, and would move on to the next port, staying in the seas for a week. The ship would not return to the port for about 4 to 5 years. Even though everyone loved the idea, tensions grew high after Frank Wells' unfortunate death. The strategic planning at Disney that it would be too hard and too expensive, so they wanted instead a cruise ship. So after convincing Eisner and the idea, Disney moved forward with the cruise ship idea, and SS was shelved. However, not all the ideas were lost. The ship's lead concept artist brought some ideas from SS Disney to Disney Quest. Somehow. While it has never been stated how, I could guess it could be the art style of the building was the same for the SS, or the fact that the SS Disney had a lot of rides in an unusual place, the sea, not unlike Disney Quest, which has all the rides in a building. It could also be attractions themselves, like the Aladdin ride that was planned for SS, but was in Quest. Now, out of all of these ideas, this one is personally one of my favorites. And the story behind it is pretty great. Yeah, I mean, well, if you want to find more about this, I'll put a link in the description of the entire story, which features an interview with the main creator of it. Well, until next time. Hope this doesn't influence anything.